Okay, this is Charlotte Pierce with Independent Publishers of New England and IPNE's Indie Office Hours. IPNE is our acronym. I'm just going to start so that people on the event page can realize that we actually had to restart the Hangout and we're on a different URL. So the one I gave you briefly, the first one, is changed because I had a problem with my screen and I couldn't find the top of the Hangout window. So we're going to be talking today when Bruce Jones and Steve Glines and some other people join us about formats. It's a topic that even if you've experienced publisher, I think you have questions about each book. What is the correct format? What sequence to publish it in? Print, ebook, when to give away copies of your ebook, and things like that. I think Bruce Jones is one of the experts that I know who's really good at that, making those decisions and quickly. So anyway, I would love to have more folks on so that I'm not just talking to myself, but I am going to put in a plug for the IPNE's publishing conference, which is September 25th and 26th. And we have a really great lineup. There was an author event. One of our members was at organizing in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, the library last night. And several of our members went, including Pam Fenner, who's the conference coordinator. And she said that there was a journalist there who said, J. Dennis Robinson from Seacoast, New Hampshire, and he said, every single author in here should be at your conference. So there's I don't know, there's 100. So you might want to beat feet to get your registration in. Let me just I'll screen share the conference registration and the speaker list, which is always stunning to see. I can't wait. I've been to 4 of the 5 conferences. I've been a member of IPNE for about it's 2007, so 8 years. And oh, hi, Bruce.
Hello, hello.
I led you astray.
That's okay. I was just catching up. I had to take a phone call. So
yeah, I'm trying to start on time now so that we don't get a bad reputation. Anyway, I'll unscreen share. I just wanted to show people what the conference speakers, the speakers and workshops. Well, here's the speaker page in the schedule. Robert Gray from Shelf Awareness, Jim Milliot from Publishers Weekly, and Publishers Weekly XYZ blog, I think. I met him at the IBPA conference, giving a talk with a panel on who holds the power in publishing, and that's a version of that is what he's presenting here with Nancy Stosic of Ingram Content Group. Angela Bowl will be moderating a panel, the keynote, I think, on Saturday with those two. Paul Durham on the legal aspects. Tanya Gold, a former board member who's a fabulous editor and has sent several great books my way and others. We have a bookstore owner and press, Tom Holbrook, and he and Deirdre Randall, who has is part of a mid-sized publishing company, will give they'll also be able to review your book covers. They'll be on the experts panel and giving workshops on Saturday. George Gears of Plaid Sweet Publishing is one of the last gentleman publishers, along with David Godine, but he's so cool, and he is just steady as she goes. His story goes on and on and on, publishing a series. So that's a good That's a very good topic. And Mariana, you're dark.
Hello. Yes, I see that, but my lights are as usual. Let me see.
I think it's because it's focusing on your door behind you, maybe, or something.
Probably.
Then we have Michelle.
I'll try to move that.
Okay, hold on. I'm just going to mute you until you get back. We have Michelle Ollie, the Center for Cartoon Studies, about niche audiences, which many of you are converted to that. I know Bruce is a big believer in niche publishing.
Yep.
Crystal Ponte and I will present the book awards on Friday night. That's really exciting. There's some awesome books that were entered. Steve Porter's going to do a marketing piece. He's ARIA, the Rhode Island Authors Association, and he has his own publishing company and is a master marketer of books specifically. A couple of great authors, successful authors will be here. Amy Ray, and there's Deirdre, Peter E. Randall Publishing. Jack Rochester he's a past master at podcasting. And we have Joshua Talent, who's a new board member on IBPA, Firebrand Technologies for eBooks, Victoria Sutherland of Forward Magazine. Gosh, they just go on and on. Do you know any of these folks, Bruce? Or
no, I met the guy from Rhode Island. I met the other guy that works with him at that show that we did up in Ambersport, and he was really good. And
yeah,
and he's I guess works with him, and it was very interesting guy, and really talked to me a lot about writing fiction, how to write fiction, which I know nothing about. And,
cool. Yeah. I mean, that's a tough market.
He gave some really good tips on how he produced his books, how he writes his books.
Here's Pamela Fenner. Be sure to check in with her. She's at she's the conference coordinator. Phil Zuckerman, he's a distributor, and I think they publish as well their own books. But he distributes one of our longtime members and founding members, Tortoise Isselhardt's books, Images from the Past. So that's kind of I mean, look at this, Bruce. Isn't this incredible?
I'm jealous I'm not coming on the Saturday. On Friday, but a lot of this.
I know you're going to cancel everything for
we have all these.
Friday.
I'm part of the committee for another group, and so our big event is on Saturday. So
I know the music.
The music stuff. Yeah.
The music stuff. Yeah, everybody I know in publishing has about 20 irons in the fire.
It's the only way. It's the way that everybody survives now. Is you combine,
Yeah, and you have to have that mental capacity to sort of, keep all those things percolating. And I'm just getting back in the saddle on my publishing, but it's a struggle to get your mind reoriented. So. Yeah, last week we were going to talk about formats, and we got off sidetracked, and you were late or something. But Mariana, yay!
Hey, yes.
Nice.
I just changed locations. Yes.
Yeah, and everybody put on your lower third. It's
right.
That's right. Yes.
This is going to be probably put in a time capsule sent to Pluto at some point. So
let me do that right now.
It is on YouTube eventually, or right after the broadcast. So if you do miss something critical, you can do that. I just had a great. I saw Bruce yesterday at his office, coming back from dropping some scanning off at an incredible place in. Where was it? Hanover, Mass. Right. These guys.
I saw your post on Facebook.
Yeah, thank you for mentioning it. And it's just an office, but the things that they do with their scanner, it was just so dramatic, the difference. If you think that you can take a painting or an illustration and scan it on your, 600 DPI thing and be the same, it's not going to happen. It just, it's, I'm not sure about the technology, maybe Bruce does, but because you're a graphic designer, but it's the radical difference. between the ones I did. I guess it's the optics or something, right?
I guess so. Yeah, I'm not really sure. I mean, I tend to, even these days now, I'm starting to use my smartphone, when I need to do a quick scan of something, and that ends up just because you have it there and having to wire it in. But
and I think you can do okay, like with your dragon book, that kind of illustration, that black and white. It might not be so bad. I want to see that. That's so cute, Mariana. Look at this book.
This was my first book. I did it in 1979 with a guy I met who was a bartender, and became friends with him.
Oh, how cute! Yes.
And we did this.
Adorable.
We did this book together, and we sold it. We printed it traditionally with paste up.
Oh, that's nice.
And then sold it in children's bookstores around the Boston area. And I didn't know that this was should have been way bigger, the type, and but it was we got back our money from it.
But I like the use of white space. I think a lot of people don't do that enough, and
it should be a little bit bigger. But I thought it could be republished as the book, and then also it could be turned into a coloring book too. So it would make a fun coloring book. And,
very easily. I think it showcases your innate design capabilities. I'm sure you've refined them over.
I do like those lines, the black and white ink. Makes it look very artistic, actually. So yes, I like that because it kind of allows the reader to imagine, to put the color in. It invites you to color it.
Absolutely, you got it.
Yes.
Who did the illustrations, Bruce? Who did the illustrations?
Oh, I did all the illustrations.
You did the. Oh, you're so good.
Illustrations, and it was my first effort. I lived in an apartment. So, Charlotte, you came to my office yesterday. I lived in an apartment that was smaller than my office on Beacon Hill. And,
you were the original mini house person.
Mini house. My first apartment, and I was living on the back side of Beacon Hill. And then I met him, and then he asked me if I could find an illustrator because he knew I did graphics and art, and I just said, why don't I just try it? And so I did, and it was a wonderful experience. He was a great guy, and he'd just written this little children's book, and he didn't have anybody didn't know how to get it done, and so I just figured it out, and we printed it in Arlington at a printer in Arlington, Mass, and
yeah, that's my town.
And then hauled it around to all the kids' bookstores in the Boston area, and so.
Yeah, I think you should definitely publish it again. I wish my kids were little. I'd get it for them, but I'll help you.
How I think it's funny that some people think that self-publishing is something new, that it's a new thing, but it's every time I hear more stories about so many years and people looking into self-publishing as as a resource for many years. That is awesome. I love it. I really love it.
I'll scan these up and yeah, I wish, I use CreateSpace a lot. I really wish that they would release a horizontal format.
Oh, they don't?
Yes, exactly. They don't.
They don't. And it's like I keep asking it, and I keep, when you release a book, they have a little survey, and they go, what do you want? And I go, can you just do it where we're binding on,
Well, that gets us into the formats discussion. So I was just putting y'all's websites up. Mariana, are you getting everything set for your virtual book launch?
Well, actually, now that you are on my website, you've reminded me that I need to update it because I don't think I've put any information about the new book. But I
know you can kind of get lost in the social media.
So many things, and so many things that you have to do. So that is, a little bit. I'm a one-man band. So that's it. So it's here. I have it. It's already ready. It's proofed. It's perfect. It smells good, new, crispy. So yes, I just adore it. So I think it's very timely with the time elections going on and the debates and
nice.
We like Latino community, trying to get people out to vote too, and so I think it is very, very important in this moment. So and it's not political at all. The book is it's not really, it's really a simple story. It's a very simple story, very short, but it just highlights the importance of the vote. So
Nice.
And well, on the 24th, I have this hangout with this group of people, with several schools. I have already 10 people, 10 classrooms lined up. Of course, I can do more because, you know, Hangouts only allows you for one. And I didn't want to do 2 sessions because I didn't want to overwhelm myself too much either, you know, so I didn't know, you know, how it was going to be. But, you know, I really like that idea. I think the classrooms that signed up are excited. It's something different. I created a trailer, so I uploaded it to the event. And I think the trailer is looking really sharp. So, you know, I don't know if you guys have time to look at it, I would appreciate your comments on it.
Where do we find the trailer?
Where do we find it?
The trailer should be on my Google Plus.
Okay.
Let's go to.
Yes, and yeah, just look for me.
We just go. Oh, there you are. Okay.
There, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to just add to my circle.
And there, yes.
Okay.
And there it is. And but you know what? Something funny that I wanted to tell you about it is that of course, you know, I made this with myself, you know, with Animoto, and I was so happy. I had my kids look at it, and I looked at it several times, went over it. I did the script first, and then I put the pictures and everything, and I thought it was awesome. So I sent it out everywhere, and I had a lot of people resharing it, actually, on Facebook, which doesn't happen too often, you know, but I had a lot of people really sharing it and resharing it. And then I get an author friend who writes me, sends me an email and tells me, Mariana, you have a typo. That's the worst thing you can tell to a writer, right? You know, so, and it was, I don't know if you want to play it for a little bit, but I'll show you where it was.
I'm hoping I can. I'm playing it.
Yeah, you can hear the music though, but
can you hear the music now?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, sometimes it's hard going through Google Hangout playing videos. It just.
Yeah, I don't know if they still have that YouTube connecting. I don't know.
Yeah. Yes. And well, I'll show you where the typo was. But I felt really dumb, you know.
I love the illustrations. They're so.
Yes. Yeah, I like them too. I think they pop
Oh my gosh. Did she do it in digital, the illustrations, or was it painted?
She started by hand and then she finished them up digital. She's a digital artist, actually.
Did you give me her name?
Her name is Daria I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. So Daria Tarone, or
Tarane,
I can say.
Yeah.
Yes, and she lives in Japan.
Okay.
Actually, but she's from Jordan.
Wow.
So yes, and this was all done. It was an online collaboration. We've never met in person, and only by email. You know, so it's all by email.
You just took it. Did you? Oh, you did it on Animoto. Yeah.
Yes, I used Animoto to do it, and well, there's a part when it says, "Thanks, Mom, you're my hero." I spelled it the possessive "your" instead of "you are." You know, "your." So I felt very dumb. Of course, I knew what I wanted to say. It's just that I just didn't see it.
So did you have to go? Did you have to?
I had to go back and fix it. But then I had to take the video down from my Facebook and then reshare it.
God, you have to. It's like unraveling a knitting project.
But I think it happens. We're all human, and it's just an anecdote, I guess.
Well, I did the Arlington Town Day with 4 of our local authors and who are IPNE members, and there was one of them. She's not from Arlington, but she just she brought a bunch of books. So I'm sitting, and it was like we only allowed 2, but that's okay. I just displayed them, and I looked at one of them, and I don't think there was a lot of proofreading that was done. And she's from Africa, so she's raised in school to speak English, but I think it's not native spoken.
Well, this was one of my children's books, coloring books that I did, right? And I put it up on Amazon, and right on the first page I put the whole alphabet, and then somebody emailed me and said, "We love this book, but the alphabet."
You don't know the alphabet. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
You just need to squeeze it in there and do a little character spacing.
Going, whoops!
Oh God!
Oh, what happened to Z?
We're rewriting the language.
Yeah, so I fixed it in Upload, which is the beauty of using a create space or something. You can fix the file.
Yeah. I think that's something that people don't always know when they're thinking about the monumental tasks facing them in putting a book up. I mean, do you know the like lightning source create space sequence? Somebody told me to do lightning source first, or Ingram Spark, and then create space because of some kind of distribution thing.
Oh, well, I think lightning source you can get into the bookstores, and create space, even though you check off that you can get there, you never get there.
You never get there. Yeah, okay, that might be why. I don't know.
Yes, I was looking into Ingram Spark for that because I was looking maybe to do also a hardcover for this, since this is a book conceived to be used at schools. So that's my main market for this one. I was thinking hardcover, but I don't find Ingram Spark, I think, that friendly, and I just don't have a lot of time anymore to sit down and try to unravel its mysteries. So, so one day I'll probably do it, but
well, call me because I can. I know Ingram. Lightning source better.
Lightning source, yes.
It's I kind of got grandfathered in because I think it's for people with more books than I have currently. But I somehow got in. It is like wicked hard to figure out what's going on in there. So if you do that way, if you go that way, you might be able to with 6-7 books. But,
that's what I was thinking, and maybe just to make a few copies of these for myself in hardcover so I can sell them. But also, I would like to get some of my books in bookstores. That's I think it's a nice feature. Also, I think they distribute to some other places in the world that Create Space doesn't. So
we're listed in, and you can actually
I think Australia.
You can buy into their catalogs. They have a UK outlet where they just send the files there, print them, and they get distributed in the UK.
Well, so does Create Space. Create Space does UK too. Yes, and some other countries in Europe, but not all of Europe or Australia. I don't think they do the paperbacks in Australia. So
Australia, I think they ship them. I talked to them, and they ship it either from like Singapore or.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Yeah.
Sacramento, but the UK definitely. I mean, of all the countries that for my books, the UK would definitely be the number 2. US number 1. Yeah. UK number 2, and Europe almost nothing at all. I mean, I'm in that. Nothing. But
well, next year, the IPNE is an affiliate of IBPA, which goes to Frankfurt and I think just Frankfurt for international, but maybe Singapore. But we're going to put together an exhibit there. So
that's nice.
We'll be getting a discount from their regular participation, and it's a good thing. I mean, your books can get, and I could see this with yours, both of yours. Your books could get picked up by a publisher over there, and then you negotiate a deal.
Then kind of go from there. Hey, Mary, you sell your books in stores right now?
Me? I have, yes, I have my books at my local independent bookstore. They are very good supporting authors, and I just have to find the time. Also, there's another one in a city very close to me. It's just that I just haven't had the time that I need to get there. So there are a few independent bookstores here that are big and they're great, and that do help and support local authors. So yes, I'll put them there. But I also have them in the Metropolitan Library system here in Oklahoma City. So I think that's really good, especially since I do school visits, and not all of the kids can buy books. So it's good that they check them out at the library. And the library buys the books from me. So
do you drive around with boxes of books in your car like I do?
No, you know what happens to me? Whenever I need a card, when I meet I never have a card on me. And whenever I don't need them, they are laying everywhere, you know. So it happens to me. I can't have the books in my car because I have 3 children. So I hope that explains everything. So,
that explains everything. Yes.
Yes.
And there's not a no eating policy in your car, right?
Yes. Well, eating anything, you can find anything. I always joke that if we ever get stranded anywhere in the desert, we would survive off the food in my car.
The crumbs in the car.
Oh,
I know
yeah.
that. Don't you love cleaning out your car when you get a new one, and then you have this granola bar that's been wedged?
Oh yeah, the granola bar.
Yeah. Bruce's kids are off and gone, so he doesn't know that.
This is my first September of no child in any educational system anywhere.
Wow.
So
but Mariana and I were talking about how this is the reason we do what we do and work out of our homes is, we can have a family life, basically. I mean, I can go pick up my daughter at 3:45.
Yeah.
And then I'll come back and do some more stuff,
I was able to go to both of my daughters because the high school was just up the street. I was able to go to all their sports games and all their events. I just walked to it. It was really a wonderful thing to be able to go and participate in all that. A lot of people can't because of working, and
I know.
Just go and do it. It was really a treat to be able to see all that stuff.
And I also think that people who write or who are in this business, we need to to find a way to interact with people. Writers usually are lonely creatures. We need the loneliness to muse and create, but we also need to push ourselves out to talk, especially if we're also entrepreneurs. Selling our own books. So for me, going to school and I belong to the PTA, and I go to meetings and I do stuff. I volunteer at my other kids' school, so. It helps me be there and also know what teachers need in the classroom, and so it helps me create in that sense too.
Right, and that's what I was telling Bruce before you came on. I've been to 4 of the 5 conferences that we produce, and I've always come away with more value than it costs.
I just so want to go.
I know. Next year we'll have you up to speak, and because I think you have a lot to offer, new authors who are just trying to figure out how to get their platform built, basically, and you do that so well.
Well, this Saturday I'm going to be the guest speaker at my the Oklahoma City Writers Incorporated. That I belong to the group, and I'm going to be the guest speaker at their meeting. So it's going to be a good start, to help me build, little step by step, to and give me more experience too, and see what people really need to hear, what they find more useful. So I'm, testing the waters there to see what works.
Yeah, and just don't make yourself crazy, but
Yes.
Would you be open? I have a pretty large Facebook group and things. Would you be open for doing an interview on your new book and just about your writing and all that kind of stuff?
Sure, Bruce. Anything. I'm here. So yes, and I think I do belong to your group on Facebook. So
How to Publish a Book group. Okay.
Yes. I do belong there. So
that's a great. Bruce answers questions right along, and if you're tuned in for our discussion of formats, we'll get there eventually. Bruce can also answer questions on that. So, and we have
that helps.
So, man, I'll reach out to you now that we're connected on Google Plus, and then we can, or through Facebook, and then set up time maybe next week or something. So, when's your book come out? 24th.
On the 24th.
24th. So it could be anywhere next week or the week after. So
it could be any. Yes. Yeah. Oh, definitely. Yes.
Okay.
I'm adding you back, so I just did.
Yeah, excellent. Okay. Good.
All right, so we're connected, and yes, I'll send you my email, everything, so you can have my. But I'm always on Facebook. That's the truth, I'm. My kid says, "Where's Mom?" She's probably on Facebook. So yes,
but you can say you're working. That's the cool thing.
I am working. I am working. Yes.
Now, do either of you have ebooks? Are you big ebook people?
I convert most of my books to ebook format, especially like all the picture books can be converted using the Kindle Kid Creator, and all you need is a PDF file, and it takes you about 10 minutes to make a Kindle book out of your print book.
Can you demo one of those for us, or do you?
In fact, I did a whole video on it, but I can.
Okay.
Whatever you like, I can demo it. We can do it live. It's such an amazing little product. It's free, and it fits right in. You can just move your book right over to Kindle. It'll be fixed. The pages will be fixed.
Yeah. Well, let's see if I can find it, and I'll post it on the event page.
Yeah, what I'll do, I'll send you the link for the video I did on the Kindle, the first version, which is the Kindle comic book creator.
Yeah.
And,
I just wanted to point out to Mariana, you know, you're talking about your virtual book release, and
Yes.
there's this on Hangouts, and you can work in a single Hangout, Google Hangout here.
what is it?
Or you can, and then you can have breakout rooms, right?
Oh.
So you could, and those are not recorded, but you know, you can have a conference basically with this product, or a virtual conference.
Oh, I see.
So we did it. We did one with
Like Webinar Jam. Is it similar to Webinar Jam?
Well, it's out of the MIT Media Lab, so it's not really like that, but I'm trying to see where.
.media.
And then you can event settings. Oh, you can create a session, so I can do you know, book formats.
Oh.
And then.
But where do they connect from? Just from their computer, or
yeah.
online?
So you just go on. You go on. You give them a link, and they come here. The Hangout plays here.
Oh. So it's a wrap-around Hangout, but it's just another...
Yes, it's a wrap-around Hangout.
So they come from Hangout. Okay, I see. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So they just connect, and...
So then I'm creating a Hangout. You know, I can't do it now because I'm in one, but...
Sure.
Do they need to download that little app that always gets asked when you're sort of a new person to Hangout?
I think that Google is phasing that out. I brought somebody in on a Hangout the other day that was he hates Google, and I mean he doesn't like their privacy or something.
Yeah.
He's one of those Harvard, you know, people. And but I just gave him the link and he came right on. It was a recorded one like this.
So using this unhangout application. So can you bring in multiple people so you could run a class or?
Yes, you can bring 10 people into each breakout session.
Okay.
And so.
And what is a breakout session?
It's like a discussion group.
Okay.
Like at our conference, we're going to have concurrent sessions. So one will be on the business of publishing, one will be on editing or something. So you can go.
Okay, I see.
So you can then go from one to the other. You do event settings, create session, and then maybe so book editing. Or if you had.
And is this free? Is it free?
It's free. Yes, I think so. If you have any trouble, the developers of it asked us, the Pedagogy project, to do a pilot.
Yeah.
So, and I don't think it's costing anything now. They might be finding another way to fund it. But
the other one that I have used that's pretty amazing is Zoom, Zoom, and you can do groups in it, and it's free for like up to 40 minutes. And after that, if you really want to sort of make it as part of your product, I think it's $25 a month. But the quality, and I will do it with people in Australia and stuff. The quality is amazing. Yeah. And it records audio. You gotta, when you're done, it'll download an audio recording and a video recording, and the quality on it is just incredible. Where Google Hangout sometimes has the bandwidth issues and things like that. So
yeah, this is the whiteboard.
And can you do like screen share and stuff like that?
You could do it through the Hangouts. Yes, you can. So each of the breakout sessions is a Hangout. You can see each other, and then
you can switch from session to session.
Yes.
That's nice.
It's just like walking down the hall, and you walk down the hall and you join book formats. So you could run. Say this is boring, and then you go out here and you do book editing.
So you can do a conference Oh, I see. So you can set up different sessions. People can be running different ones. All
Yeah, so then I'll join this one and I'll
Oh,
leave the other one.
that's
Or
very
I guess I don't leave or I can leave it within it, but
yeah.
and then as the coordinator, I can change the names of them. So if you're
And I see, and that tells you, and because you can see the little thumbnails, you know how many people are in one or not.
right now, you can. I put the link in the chat if you want to just try it, and then you can bookmark it. But this is just an event that we did as part of the pilot test of it.
Project Accelerator defining.
Yeah, and then you should show up here when you're on. I've been wanting to do kind of a members, hangout for members.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, that's a good idea.
I don't know. I mean, if they just clicked that, they would get in and they could talk. I mean, they can do that with Hangouts too.
Right.
But I don't know what the problem. Just getting people's attention is the issue, I think. Did you click that link, Bruce?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did, and it goes to your Horogeny Accelerator defining the space.
Yeah. Now, did you join anything, or I don't know why you're not up here?
It says log in.
Okay. Yeah, you might have to log in.
I would like to view your address. Okay, I'll do that.
Yeah.
And
drink the Kool-Aid.
There I am. Okay, so let's.
Let me see if you're. Oh yeah, you're there. Now
I'm
you
there.
can.
Yeah.
You can. I mean, it won't let you join because you're in another Hangout.
Okay.
But, and then you start the conference. Say it's a conference, and your video plays here, and then you can stop it or pause it, and then people go into the breakout rooms, and then you can restart it or start a new one at the end for your wrap up. So.
That's.
It's very clean and it works. It just works, and you could share documents.
Interesting.
Yeah, videos, stuff like that. So you just wrap around what you want at like any other promo, and you just put that link in, and then they get there.
Right.
So you're formats right now.
You know, a lot of people. Now I've watched some people. There's a guy, Brian Cohen, who has run a number of times on Facebook. It's really great. He's run basically an all-day conference on Facebook. He'll bring together a bunch of authors. Everybody prices their books on Kindle at 99 cents, and then everybody sort of has a slot during the day. So, you'll be on from 10 to 11, and anybody can ask you questions about your book, your topics, whatever it is. He'll prime it sometimes to get, if there isn't a question being done, he'll prime it, and you kind of put out discussions. And then you get on the list through his link, and there's a web page with all the books on it. And it has been a very effective way. All those people will become sort of a #1 bestseller that day because there's just so many people being pushed through it. But he builds sort of the Facebook presence, and it's of that day. And it takes him. I remember the first time he did it, I contacted him. He contacted about 30 authors. He got about 15 to do it, and then it took about 2 weeks to kind of set it all up. But just sort of a blog post, and
there's a called 22 something.
I'll read that.
22. So it's
So he does that, and it's pretty effective, and it introduces you to a lot of other authors, but he also will get authors to combine their books together. So they'll put 2 or 3 books as a bundle and put that up on Amazon as a bundle, and you can it's basically running an online conference, but this is even going one step further to get in there and really meet.
The thing I was trying to look for is 22 Social, and they help you capture. I think it costs like $22 a month if you do the pro version or something, but they help you capture leads, from Facebook events and stuff.
Yeah. So this is.
Yeah, I like it. We should try one for IPNE. We have to get out and beat the bushes to make sure people come.
Right.
You know, do you want to? And then you can also, even though you can't record the breakouts, you can do something like Screencastify or Camtasia. You can capture all. You know, one of us could be doing that.
Yeah.
So you can capture what's in the event that you're in, and
well, maybe like you said, you know, there are some people who don't feel comfortable being recorded, you know, so you know maybe that's a plus thing, you know. So
no, you're so right. Yeah, there's probably a lot of people like that.
But are you going to screen, live cast the conference at all? I mean, you could easily.
I'm going to try. I'm only one person, and I have a lot of trouble convincing other people to sign on to my schemes.
Right, but I think.
But
well, you convinced me. You convinced me the other day with for the office hours. So
yeah.
It would mean you could.
No, I'm offering people who sign up before a certain date, you know, get priority as for Facebook TV, which is the author publisher, you know, book show, and then office hours is more about the process of publishing. But if you sign up before, say, like, I don't know, which shall I say, Monday, we'll put you on the priority list, and I will be able to do some. I don't know if I'll be able to do it all during the conference, but Bruce, if you're there on Friday,
you can certainly Periscope events or do some Periscoping of things and stuff too. So
I never Periscoped. I know it's easy, and it's just, I think setting it up so it's effective, like it gets to people and they know about it, and I don't know, you have to build your Twitter following and make sure everybody's on board, and we're just this is
while we're here, I'm just going to do this IPNE conference. IPNE. So this is just try, if you're up for me trying something. I'm going to try it right here while we're talking. So, all right, so we're going live with Periscope. Here we go. Hi, everybody, this is Bruce Jones, and I'm live with Periscope, and I'm here with Charlotte Pierce and Mariana, how do you pronounce her last name? I'm not sure.
Llanos.
All right, let me just turn this around. I'm trying to flip the camera. There we go. So here's Charlotte, and we're doing a Google Hangout on our Thursday office hours, but we want to just let you know about the IPNE conference coming up on September 25th and 26th up in Portsmouth, and tickets are available, and so we're going to hope to see you there. It's authors, it's publishers, it's everybody into doing book stuff, and it's a really great event. This is the fifth one that we've had the fifth one, and so we'd like to join it. Charlotte, I'm just going to flip this around, and if you just say a couple words, you're live through Google Hangout on Periscope.
Wow, this is so meta. I wanted to mention that the journalist just said all independent authors and publishers should be at this conference in New England. I mean, I guess you can't join. Well, you can. We'll be on Periscope or Hangouts too. So Bruce will. But it's. I've been to 4 of the 5 that we've had, and it's just it's a fabulous, invigorating, you know, your game-changing event. So be there.
So if you want to know more, go to IPNE.org. You can find all about the conference. We'd love to see you there, and we will be doing some live Periscopes from the conference. So that's on September 25th, 26th, up in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, for IPNE's live annual book publishing conference. All right, we will see you next time. All right, bye-bye.
Hey, awesome. So
there you go.
Would that be on Bruce the Book Guy?
That'll be, you know what I'm going to do? Let me save that to the camera roll. So I'm going to do this. So then I'll upload it onto YouTube, and then Bruce the Book. I'll upload it in all the different places.
Oh, that would be fun.
And the IPNE page.
And the IPNE page. So it's I'll put it to.
Does it play in a window like in?
It plays in a vertical like that. And
yeah, but it'll play within Google Plus or Facebook.
If I make a video of it, if I take the video of it.
Okay.
You have to download that recording to your.
Yeah, which is what I'm doing, I think, right now. So.
Yeah. Okay. But like
That's nice.
Google has a player, or YouTube has a player in Facebook.
Generally, what people do is they'll download the whole video and then just upload
Yeah.
it as a regular YouTube video. So.
Cool. Yeah. Oh, I see. Yeah, yeah.
And it's on Twitter, so it's playing on my Twitter account.
Right now.
I'll either just screen capture it off of Twitter, or I'll get it and put it up.
Oh, that's awesome. I just wanted to ask you: does Bruce the Book Guy have a course section on formats?
No, but tell me what give me your question, and then
So I'm doing a book,
Yep.
and it's a nonfiction book, and I know I'm going to do print,
Yeah.
and I have a lot of questions about, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to do ebook.
So,
but I have questions about sequence, marketing.
Yeah. Okay.
What sort of support you need in terms of technology.
So that's in two places. One, it's in the course, my 7 Steps to Publishing Your Book course, which is that link right up in the upper right-hand corner. That's my general course. And then I answered this. I had somebody, if you scroll down to the second post, how do I publish my picture book? I had somebody ask a great question the other day, and I put the question there, and it's sort of the short mini version of that, talking about different print-on-demand sites that you can publish your book. And I also put a video from the course in that post.
Okay.
So there's a short version, and then the long version is the entire course, which you also can see the link up in the navigation. How do I publish a book course, or that button, the button. So either one of those gets you there. So
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's
good. Well, there's a great resource right there, and then Bruce is often on our website, or our office hours.
I'll be checking that out. Yes. Nice.
So just educate yourself. I mean, the conference is a great start. You know, a course like that online can be one aspect of your learning. I think through the pedagogy project, I have learned that there are just, for me to learn something, I need a lot of different methods. I need a personal interaction. I need a video. I need a book. I need, and all that contributes to a sort of a holistic understanding of what I'm doing in publishing. So, that's kind of, and a lot of people are like that, I think. But
that's right.
Yeah,
yes, Charlotte, I wanted to ask you something about the Boston Book Festival.
Yes.
Actually, that I signed up for it, and okay, and I received the confirmation. Now, what's next? Do I send books to you?
It's on the 24th of October, so,
yes, so there's still
conference
time.
is kind of taking our time, but will be sending out an update on that. You will be sending up to 5 books for each title. Yeah. And we will sell up 4 of them. We're just piloting this project for selling books because we have so many members and participants that we can't just say, yeah, bring a case of books.
Yes.
But we will be...
Well, you can, I guess, if you sign up for that hour.
Yeah, for the sign and sell, you can.
Yeah.
You can bring as many as you think you can sell. Now, I sold 2 last year, and this 17-year-old kid who did a Minecraft fan fiction book sold 3 cases of books. So, it's widely varying. I think children's books do really well, and books about Boston do really well. So people want to take I was at the Boston Book Festival and I got this book about Boston. So that's kind of those are the things. In my just gut feeling is that those do best. But yeah. I have it on.
Yeah, I'll just wait for the update. And,
yeah, you have time. You have time. There's nothing you really need to do except you can link to the site. Say I'm going to be at the Boston Book Festival. I think bostonbookfest.org is the site for the festival itself, and then IPNE has the registration page. But after the conference, we'll be moving those events up
Sure.
higher on our homepage. But they're right now they're down here. They call them the big three. If you register for all three, you get a 10% discount on your basic registration fee. So we do have a lot of people. I mean, this allows you to exhibit books without having to travel around. You know, if you have a loose connection with New England, you can you can register. You do have to be a member to register for the Boston Book Festival, but we do have a deal on membership for that. So for $25, you get an annual membership, basically. Anyway, and then share the love. We have Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Google+. What else? Can't remember what else we have. I always have to like count them off on my fingers. But we're going to wrap up here. I'll stop the broadcast and then we can chitter chatter. But anyone's welcome to join us on the panel next week, Thursday at 10 Eastern Time. See ya.